5 things that we think comprises the experience that your employees will have, the EVP that you aim to give to your employees. First one, the people. What I mean by people, the people that your potential employees or your current employees are going to work with on a day-to-day basis, right? The leadership within the organization, the management within the organization, the leadership quality, right? Those are people aspects that you need to address. Again, not addressed by simply writing an EVP statement, addressed by improving the way you run and operate your organization, improving your HR practices to get there, right? Then, of course, you can write a clearly factual EVP and you will sleep at night, just like I do. Values clearly aligned. Number 2, organization. What does it mean from an organizational perspective? Are there too many bureaucratic layers that your employees have to jump through in order to get to you? Do they have to open 5 doors before they can speak to you as a leader, right? We will also talk about organizational size. We talk about technology, like what Samir mentioned earlier. Are you making it easy for them to do the work that you want them to do well? Or are you giving them too many administration, too many bureaucratic overheads that they have to navigate on a day-to-day basis, right? Third, work. What is the work experience, right? I once dealt with an SME business, so not in the social service sector, an SME business owner, and then he said that, my travel policy, my company claims policy is this, right? And my travel policy is this. If my employee stays in Ang Mo Kio and he has a meeting at Jurong at 9 o'clock and my office is at Toa Payoh, and his next meeting is at 12 o'clock also in Jurong, in between the 2 meetings, I expect him to come back to Toa Payoh and then travel out again to Jurong. Why? Because I'm very scared. In between 3 hours, I don't know what he's doing. Some sniggering, because I think it may resonate with your own experience. Is that the right thing to do? I'm not sure, right? But fundamentally, it boils down to what kind of trust do you have in your people to do the things you want them to do well without the constraints of administration and bureaucracy, right? Are you making the work experience itself, the work environment itself well, right? Another SME business owner that I once dealt with had 3 office levels. The first 2 levels, air conditioning, no problem, right? The 3rd level, no air conditioning. And then the CEO himself sits on the 1st level. And then his HR finance staff sits on the 3rd level. No air conditioning, and it's hot, right? Because it's a warehouse, right? And again, what's the rationale? Rationale is I need to save costs. But are you painting the right work environment for your people to do their work well, right? Something to think about, yeah? Of course, as part of work, we also talk about job matching, job impact, right? It's the thing that you hire the person to do really suitable for what the person is supposed to do, right? Are you matching right capabilities to the right skill sets, to the right job roles? If you're not, if there's a misalignment, your people are going to leave you. Even though the work experience is great, they're going to leave you because they are not doing what they set out to do within your organizations in the first place. Yeah? 4th is about opportunity. When I talk about opportunity, I sometimes get a lot of stares, not just within the social service sector, but within the SME sector as well. We are fairly lean, we are fairly flat. I cannot offer my people career progression. I cannot promote them every year. We know that. We know that for a fact. In fact, that's not what we mean by opportunity or career management or career progression. What we mean by that is the ability to engage them, find out exactly what they want to do, find out what other areas of the organization you can expose them to so that they can learn the entire organization's perspective rather than a functional perspective. Right. What are the things that you can do to enable them to do side projects, for example? They're very interested and they're keenly interested in doing side projects that they're passionate about. What can you do to enable them, provided, of course, it's aligned to what your organizations want to set out with? Aligned to mission, vision, and values. Yeah? Are you providing them with the right kind of training development? Right. Just as my example with you, I don't earn much, but Samir gives me great learning and development, right? So are you providing that learning and development to you? I'm not joking about that, right? But are you providing that kind of learning to your people, right? Last aspect, I'm not going to drain this slide, it's just rewards, right? Are we making sure that we're paying them equitably? Are we giving them a fair day's work for a fair day's hard work a fair day's pay for fair day's hard work that they've given you? Yeah. So if you look at all these 5 aspects, that's what we think comprises the employee experience that you're trying to paint and encapsulate with your EVP.